Hello, welcome to Elgin County Living. I'm your host, Catherine Thompson. Today, my co-host, Kate Burns, will take you to Clayworks Studio in Belmont, Minerva Art Gallery outside Elmer, Ontario, the Village Crier Gallery in Dutton, Dunwich, and the Little Red Mitten in St. Thomas. All of these locations are members of the Elgin Arts Trail, which is a route through Elgin County that features some of the most talented artists and some of the most interesting art galleries and studios. The first stop on our trip will take you to Clayworks Studio in Belmont, where owner Catherine Craig is a master in clay and fiber art.
Thanks, Catherine. I'm here today with Catherine Craig of Clayworks in Belmont. So, Catherine, how long has Clayworks been here in Belmont?
Clayworks has been here for, with the name 5 years, but I've been here for 20, and I've been working out of the studio for 20 years, teaching and making art.
Fantastic. And how did you get into making art?
Well, I started back when I was about 11 or 12. I got a paper route so that I could pay for art classes with this gentleman called Mr. Sparks, who his friends used to be Arthur Lismer and Tom Thompson, those people that hung out in Toronto in the 1919s.
Fantastic. Now, how did you end up coming from Toronto down to Elgin County?
Actually, I didn't come from Toronto. Sparks lived in Windsor with his daughter. I lived in Windsor until about 20 years ago when I had to move here because my husband, CBC closed. My husband got a job here teaching at Beale.
Okay. Great. Now, you've been here for 5 years.
I've had this business, Clayworks, for 5 years. I've lived here for 20.
Okay. So with Clayworks, what's here for people to see and do when they come out to visit?
When people come out to visit me, they can either participate in making pieces of clay on the wheel or by hand. I also teach spinning and weaving with fibers. It's a pretty wide open shop. They can pretty well do whatever they'd like to do. And I even had some people come in that I taught painting to.
Fantastic. And for classes, how does your class schedule work?
My classes are 2 hours each because there's no point in getting all dirty and having to leave after an hour. The pottery classes are scheduled for 10 weeks, and each class has a different project that one has to learn in order to get you more familiar with clay. And by the time you walk out the door, you'll be throwing pieces off the wheel.
Fantastic. And how long do you suggest people take classes with you for?
Well, I think people should do it until they feel that they can get on their own and start their own projects and set up their own studios and stuff, which is very expensive, which is why people come to me, because it's already here. Great. And all the work is done.
So once they've taken the classes, if they want to go on their own and create some pottery, can they use your kilns here? Yes,
they have done that. People have borrowed my kilns or rented my kilns and my wheels and stuff to work on. It worked out really well because it gives them extra time to work, and it gives me a little bit of pocket money.
Oh, so it works out for everybody.
It's a win-win situation.
Great. Now, here at your location in Belmont, you have the classroom space and a little bit of display, but where else can people get your artwork if they're interested?
I'm also part owner in the Art Gallery of Lambeth on the main street in Lambeth. It's 2452. I can't remember now. Cut that.
Yeah.
So it's in Lambeth. It's on the main road. You can't miss it. And my work is there showing also. And my other two partners there also have their work, Vivian Sirotis and Brenda Colley. Right now we have Laura Wormke, one of St. Thomas's own great artists, is having an opening there on Friday night at 7 to 10 of her new shows.
Fantastic. And how long will that show run for?
It'll run until the end of the month.
Great. So the end of April.
End of April, yes.
Okay, fantastic. Now, what do you have on display in the other gallery?
In the other gallery, right at this point in time, because Laura's show is so big, we've taken our pieces out, and so there's really none of my work there, but there is some of my work here in my small display area here in my studio.
Fantastic. And do you have any other special events or activities going on?
Well, actually, I do. On April 27th, like I said, 7 to 10 is Laura's opening at the Art Gallery of Lambeth. The Home-Based Business Association Spring Showcase is on May the 5th from 10 till 4 at the Timken Center in St. Thomas. And May 12th and 13th, the Elgin Studio Tours, and I'm a part of that. So there's lots happening.
Great. And are you excited to be part of the Elgin Studio Tour?
I'm very excited. This is my second year to be involved with it, and I find it a very positive situation. And all the people that come in and I get to meet are so wonderful. And they come back to visit, which is wonderful. They come back and have tea. So.
That's fantastic. Now, is there anything else you'd like to add about Clayworks or a little bit about your classes or anything?
I would just like to say that the classes are always one-on-one, so that the person can learn at their own speed and not be in a classroom situation and being intimidated in any way by anything. My classes, all one has to do is call me, and I will give them information. And the wonderful thing about taking classes with me, it's at your schedule, not mine. If you only have Sunday afternoons twice a month, then that's what you get. That's what you can work into your schedule. Everybody is so busy now. It's so hard to say once a week at this time. People just don't have that kind of time. Everybody is too busy. So I make it like a sliding scale.
Great. Now, if anybody's interested in getting in touch with you, how's the best way?
The best way is to call me here at my studio, my house, and my phone number is 519-644-0893. Just call me and tell me that you want to take classes, and we'll work things out.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much, Catherine. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Kate. This proves if you aren't afraid to get your hands dirty, you can create something beautiful. We'll be back in a minute on Elgin County Living.